Hi, my name is Julia Spellman. I'm performer and coach of aerial arts and pole. Today I'm going to show you 4 different splits on pole. They are all different, so no matter what level you are, you might still find a split you're going to like. Let's start. Especially in the winter, but it also happens in summer, if AC is on, poles get cold. So make sure before doing splits, first of all, you are warm. Secondly, warm up your pole. But if you do pole conditioning, it's gonna be warm, so make sure to not skip that. First is attitude split. It kinda looks like Russian split, but a very easy option. I personally learned it in my first half a year on pole. Even if you are a few months in, you might be able to try it. You might not be able to open into a full split, but even the first step looks cool already. First thing we want to do is find a position for your bottom foot. Some people would start with toes, which is, it's not safe. First of all, you're gonna slide. Secondly, if your pole is spinning, it's just generally considered not a safe thing to do. We're gonna place your pole diagonally through your foot arch. So find a big pillow under your toe, big toe, and then go diagonally to the corner of your heel. That's where your pole is gonna be. So here, notice how my toe, instead of looking up, starts looking down. So it is still gonna be diagonally, but you have to turn your foot, so it's a different kind of diagonal. Whichever foot it is, we want to place it approximately on the same line with your hip. If you place it below your knee, high chance you're just gonna slide. We don't want that. But if you place it too high, it's really hard to get up, so maybe don't do that either. I prefer hip line, very easy. This foot is pushing me away from pole, while hands are pulling me into it. Say this is my right foot, my right hand, thumb up, is gonna be lower, other one is higher up. We're gonna turn down with your shoulder and with your head. Once we know what my foot and what my hands do, now we're gonna find out how we actually place your upper body in this trick. So imagine that your shoulder wants to reach to your knee or your hip. So as this foot is pushing me away, hands are pulling me up. This is what happens with my upper body. One more time. Push, come up, and start turning your chest and head down at the same time as your bottom foot is turning down now. My upper leg is going to reach up and same place, foot arch on pole. And this can be it. Or you can use your arms to pull your hips closer to pole, opening in a better split. And you can arch your back if you feel comfortable. To exit, you have to lift your foot up and hook your knee on pole. And be careful, if this is where you are, you want to first go down so you don't bounce with your ribs on pole. Lower your chest as low as you can, crunch your chin in, and then slowly release your bottom foot so you can exit. And this is basically outside knee hang, and you know how to exit from there. And I get if this entry is just too much for you right now and you just can't get there, or it's scary, it is scary. There is another one. And well, you saw how I ended, that's how we can start actually. So you hook your outside legs first, same hand stays as it is. My bottom hand, so I'm facing up, is going to press my chest away so my bottom foot can land on pole so you avoid that painful turn in your foot. And now it returns again, thumb facing up. And now look at your pole. You want to align your pole with your nose. Try to bring your chest as close as possible. And if you need, you can look, but if you want to make it look cooler, don't even look at your upper foot. Ankle and toe comes up, toe is pointed up. Don't bring your knee far away from pole. Just place your foot arch on pole and then stretch into a split. And that's it. See, it's the same exit as before. And don't forget to breathe through the entire trick. Second move is considered harder, but it's actually upright split. So in my opinion, it's a bit easier. You just have to use both your back and your legs to do this split. There are multiple versions how to enter it. You can do it from shoulder mount, you can climb up into brass seat, but it's basically from brass. I'm just gonna show you my favorite one from Stargazer, and then I'm gonna show you the one where you just literally get into brass seat and open into a split. So if you do it from Stargazer, you have to climb up, because first of all, Stargazer already makes you lose a lot of height, but secondly, you have to fully split your legs on pole. Stargazer first. Grab the ankle to open up. Whichever leg you have on top is gonna be the same side hand on top, higher up. Thumb facing up, Thumb is opposite from the rest of your fingers. Lean back a little bit so your hips are pressing against the pole. We are going to release the ankle and with that new free hand, reach below your butt, also thumb facing up, and pull even more. Pull into your hips. Close your shoulder blades together, stretch out your back, bottom leg, and now open upper leg up and bend it to exit. Return up with your bottom hand and you're back into thigh sit. My personal favorite way to enter brass is from shoulder mount, but don't forget you can just literally climb into it and go down. From here, shoulder mount, same side knee on pole, hook, come up, switch your bottom hand to the top. Now we are going to bend your bottom leg down, tucking it behind pole to release the same side hand. Find pole behind you and open up into a split. I like this version better because you get a better grip. Don't forget to breathe deeply and hydrate. The next trick is Jade Split. It's definitely harder than previous two, even though some people might disagree and argue that, but you should do that in the comments. We're gonna use your inside leg, go around like this, and hold the pole while being inverted. So, of course, you can get into your inside knee hang immediately, but I'm already here and I'm gonna show you the switch. So inside leg covers the outside one extends, dropping back, and now my hands switch. So here, same side hand is going to go thumb down, thumb together with the rest of your fingers below the knee, and other hand can come off. Now, once it's off, thumb down towards your knee, grab the ankle and pull it towards your chest. And you're there, hook it back in. And we're going to exit wherever you like. That was really low. Cocaina! Cocaine split. So, it's the hardest one from today and it really hurts your elbow. This is basically what we're gonna do. You don't have to balance for that though. It's a bit actually easier but painful at the same time on pole. But you do have to do it upright, so it's a bit rewarding at the same time. You can get into Cupid however you like. I always like inversion. I feel like it just gives me the best grip. I'm gonna invert, hook my outside leg, walk up, and then go into Cupid. And don't forget, to do a successful Cupid, you don't start with your legs straight. You have to push yourself up, and only then you can take your hands off. But you don't have to for this move. Outside hand goes below your upper knee, thumb facing up. Other hand travels between you and pole, above the leg. Thumb down with your elbow bent on pole. Then let go of your bottom hand and connect them two together at the back. Here you have to slide all the way down with your bottom foot until you're feeling like you can't slide any lower, it's not doing much. Then you let go of that foot and go behind the pole and extend your upper leg. To exit, bend it again. Return foot to pole. Outside hand returns to pole first, and then take off your inside hand. And this is gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Please let me know what other tricks would you like to do, because obviously that's not all splits on pole. I do other apparatuses as well, for which you should check out my YouTube, my TikTok, and my Instagram. Everywhere for tutorials, I'm Ginger Aerials. But if you want to follow me on my regular Instagram, it's just Julia Spellman. Same for my website, juliaspellman.com. You can book me there for your performances or for the private classes. And I have some good news for myself. I recently joined the Sweat Collective with Lululemon, so that's why I'm spinning in pink and white today. Thank you so much for watching me, and yeah, looking forward to hear your next request.